We've all heard the expression that we are part of nature. Our bodies are part of the cosmos, of the universe, of nature, of the environment that we live in. That we are not separate entities that exist without our environment, but that our environment and us mutually depend on each other. And sometimes this gets to be a little abstract. It's a nice idea as it is, but it's hard to understand how it can be experienced in practical terms. With Ayurveda, we learn that our body has 107 points that are, like Vaidya calls them, trigger points or switches, through which that interaction between us and the cosmic energy that surrounds us can be received or experienced more directly. And this can be experienced in such a way that you can feel difference or the impact immediately in your mind as it settles down, in your heart as it opens up and receives more bliss or joy, and in the way you are able to coordinate all your body, your senses, your mind and heart together to feel like you are more part of this environment, part of the cosmos, part of the universe that we all live in. And in order to make that experience more tangible, Vaidya Mishra has created another amazing product. It's actually a set of 3 creams, and he calls these the Samadhi set. If you'd like to get more information about what Samadhi is, we have a brochure where you can read up more. We have some questions that are answered there. But in brief, Samadhi is that state where the mind is quiet and the senses are all well integrated with the mind and the heart, so that you feel an experience, you get an experience of deep satisfaction, being settled, feeling equanimous, not feeling tortured by emotions or by thoughts. And Ayurveda tells us that there are specific herbs that can help bring this state about or support it further and facilitate it. And especially if you have a lifestyle where you experience extreme stress, because you just have to, work at your job, or you have a big family, so on and so forth. So Ayurveda helps support you in acquiring that state of samadhi, that state of balanced calm, so that you can go on doing what you have to do with more joy. And Vaidya Mishra has put together a very easy way of doing that practically on a daily basis. And for those of us who have already strong yogic practices that help calm you down, this is even good for you. But we will talk a little more about that. Let's first chat a little bit with Vaidya Mishra so he can tell us how he got to formulating the Samadhi set, which is made up of 3 creams, and now these come in roll-on format, which makes it easier to use. So it's Arjuna, Brahmi, and then Tulsi. These are the names of specific herbs, and I will show you also in a little while how to use them. But Vaidya Mishra, tell us a little bit how you got the idea of making the Samadhi set.
Always, necessity is mother of invention, and I keep my eyes and heart and soul just connected that whatever is needed to be done. And that's why almost every week I have a new products. See, since last 16, 17 years, most of my clients are either meditator or yoga teacher or yoga students at least. And I was getting all the complaint that, I have this great meditation I learned, long ago, but I don't feel like I should do it or I can do it. And then also I have seen their pulse, their pulse should be better than what I'm seeing. And then I thought, why they are like that? they have a great meditation technique they learn, and now they are not getting benefit and they are not getting interested in doing it. That inspired me, and then I thought, okay, with this transdermal marma system, what I should do, I should make some product which is opening the heart lotus, so the light of the soul or sattva or consciousness is flowing uninterruptedly and going to the brain. And then I should do something for the brain also, so brain is easily connected to the light of the soul. And then do something for the horses, for the senses, because a lot of time your brain is ready to connect, do yoga with your consciousness, but the horses, these senses are trying to take them away, take them do de-yoga or something. So then I thought, okay, we can deal with it. So then I made Ashoka and Arjuna based on if somebody is going through any grief, Ashoka, or somebody needs more energy, more emotional strength, Arjuna. And it goes into the Talahridaya, and you can show the demo, specific marmas. Then the Brahmi goes to the pulse, and through pulse goes to the brain. And the Tulsi goes to the in between eyebrows, Thapani Marma and the Kant Marma, because Tulsi is very good for enhancing the balanced coordination between the senses and mind. And about 9 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, I made it in a cream form, and all of a sudden, all the meditators start to say the same thing, experience the same thing. Oh, my meditation gone deeper, I feel better, better after meditation. Now I love to do meditation. I thought, okay, this is great. And I call it samadhi set because, either do yoga or meditation, you want to get into the state of samadhi. And that's why I call it samadhi set, and people love it. So I thought that, you should show how to do it, so then people can do it.
So this is part of the family of transdermal marma system creams or roll-ons. And the transdermal marma system is, again, something that Vaidya innovated based on his knowledge of Ayurveda and what the Ayurvedic texts say, that whatever you put on your skin gets absorbed and delivered even faster than if you were to ingest it. So trying to bypass all our organs that are already overtaxed due to stress, due to bad diet, and so many other factors, he made a whole line of transdermal creams and now roll-ons. So that's for the transdermal part. The marma points are, as I said, different switches in our physiology where there's exchange of prana, which is the life energy, I guess, if you want to put it in very general terms. The life energy that sustains all of creation, all of the universe. And those are trigger points where there's exchange of prana between the environment and our bodies. And then it's a system because these creams are working on so many levels. They're working on the skin level, and when you're applying the cream, you're also touching the marma points in a specific way. They are working through the herbs that get infused and absorbed through your skin. They are working through the aroma that they each carry, so it's aromatherapy as well. And in some instances also, you can focus your mind more or calm it down more by using specific sound packets or what we call mantras to support further the state of samadhi. And that's why all these elements come together to form a system. They work together and they make this whole thing even more powerful. So let me show you how you do this. You start first with the one that's called Arjuna, and you apply the Arjuna on the middle of your palm. You go in clockwise motion, clockwise being a clock in my palm, so that would be 12, 3, 6, 9, so you go around like that. So you apply it in a circular motion, just like that, and then with your ring finger, You circle it once more, about the size of a quarter. You close your eyes, you sit straight, and you can circle about 7 or 14 or 21 times. You don't have to keep count. It's just to give you an idea of the rhythm. You do it slowly and for how long you should be doing it for. And then once you're done doing it, you take your thumb, you flatten it, you press, and you breathe in. And breathe out as you release your thumb. The first couple of times, if you do count, then it'll give you an idea, an approximate intuitive idea of how long you're supposed to be doing it. So thereafter, you don't need to count anymore because you'll know approximately how long and what rhythm you should be adopting to be doing this. So you would do that on left and right, and you also do it on your feet in the middle. We have an image here of where the marma point is located on the sole of your feet. Then you take the Brahmi and you apply the Brahmi on both wrists, just below the radial crest. There's a little plunge, and you apply it just like this on both wrists. And if you feel like inhaling the aroma, you can do so, because like I said, it's part of their therapeutic effect. So you do this on both wrists as well. And then finally, the Tulsi roll-on, you will apply on 2 distinct points. One is where you get the dip at the meeting of the, right here,
Sternal notch.
the sternal notch, and at the foremost point. So again, in this case, I will be the clock, so it will be 12, 3, 6, 9. So I will go in this direction. So I apply it gently, and then with my ring finger, very gently touch that point and breathe in and release. The marma that's at this point is a very important marma. It's considered the juncture point between the head and the rest of the body, where there's the exchange that occurs. And this is where we tend to also store a lot of emotional anxiety and stress. So just when you are going in a clockwise motion with your finger, you are activating the pranic energy that sits in these marma points. The marma points carry this pranic energy that's constantly vibrating, and it's going in a clockwise motion. Sometimes that motion gets stopped or clogged due to stress or toxic buildup. So that's what you're doing when you are going clockwise. You are reawakening that pranic energy and helping it to keep on turning the way it's supposed to turn. And when you are pressing and then releasing, you are getting rid, evacuating used up prana that may still be sitting at those points. That's why we do those things. And then finally, the last point is just between the eyebrows. And again, my face will be the clock, and so you will go in clockwise motion. So I will go this way. So you apply this cream. This is the Tulsi cream, and then very gently with your ring finger, you press and breathe in and breathe out. When you do this enough times, it becomes very easy for you to do. It'll literally take you less than 5 minutes, but it allows you the space to calm down, to reintegrate yourself, and to get the support and benefit from all these wonderful Ayurvedic herbs that will then enter your physiology, support your emotional heart so you can combat the stress much more easily, calm your mind, integrate your mind, and then also your senses with your heart and with your mind. So it makes for a very quick, easy break during your day. It's ideal if you can do this twice a day, in the mornings and in the evenings during sunset and at sunrise. And if you practice yoga, or if you do any other yogic practice, then it's nice to do it before, because it allows you to just settle down before you actually delve into your practice. So we get a lot of feedback about how nourishing, nurturing, and transforming this procedure is, and how much benefit people get from taking in these Ayurvedic herbs transdermally, how effective it is for them. So Vaidya Mishra, this is a wonderful, wonderful thing that you've put together. So many out there are so grateful to you for making this knowledge so easily available and so practical for them to practice in their daily lives. So we thank you very much for that. And we invite you to try it out. If you haven't tried out the Samadhi set, we also have a brochure that explains every single step, and that also gives you description of the different herbs that go into the formula and why they are there. And we will be sending you this along with the creams. These creams come in different sizes. We also have the travel size, which is, I believe, 1/2 ounce, so it's easy to carry in your purse. And everything is found on chandika.com. So please visit us and let us know what you think. Send us your feedback. Thank you.